And today I'm kind of excited. I want to talk to you guys about soilless seed germination. But I'm going to be showing you how to germinate a mango seed. I'm in South Florida, so mangoes grow like wildflowers here. And I want to show you how to begin the process without soil. With this process, you have better results versus putting it in the soil and seeing if that plant's going to come up. Because a lot of times with soils, you got to be very careful because sometimes there can be like fungi in there or other undesirables that are waiting to demolish that seed. I planted like about 20 mangoes this year, and I tried 2 different methods, the soil method and the method I'm going to show you, and I had great success with the soilless method to where I had so many trees that I had that sprouted up. So I'm going to start with showing you the mango seed. Okay, it has like this rough, it's best to wait till it dries out. It was raining a little earlier, so it got a little wet, but I can still have some success with this because it's already hard. It's just the fibers on the outside that are wet. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to use my shears, and you're going to cut open the mango seed because you have to get to the seed that's in the inside. This tough shell on the outside it'll be difficult for the seed to penetrate. And you see how easily that's opening up because I let it dry for a few days. You open it up. It looks like it already was taking root. You open it up, and you see you have a little seed within. And what I like to do is, it's like this thin little layer on top of it. I try to move as much of it as possible to give the seed the best opportunity to grow. And if you can see, there was already some rooting going on as it was in this husk. So I'll move as much of the excess skin as possible. And then when I'm done with that, you could take any type of bowl. I use any type of anything that you could sit it in, like a dish or whatever you're not using. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect to get to where you want to be. You could even just use the plastic bag, but I like to mark what I have, so I usually will just use the plate because I have a lot of seeds that I have germinating. So it's better for me to use this. Typically, you could just use this, the Ziploc bag, to put your seed in. So what I do is, this is 2 paper towels, and I fold them in half, and I take some water. I wet it down real nicely, and I just simply put the seed in there to just assure that the paper towel is wet throughout. You don't want to saturate it too much because you don't want the seed to spoil or mold. Just enough that the paper towel is wet and the seed has enough water surrounding it. What I do is I'll stick it in here just to create the germination process, to withhold a lot of the heat, the moisture within the bag. So if I was to leave this out, this will just dry out. So by putting it in the plastic bag, you're allowing the moisture to stay within the bag and on the seed. I leave the bag, I zip it up maybe like halfway, and I leave a lot of it open so it can at least have some air, but it'll still hold the moisture. Usually I'll put the date on it, and what I've been noticing, it's been taking me to actually see a full germination anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. I check on it weekly. I make sure I check on its progress, and I also check on it to make sure the moisture is still in there because I don't want the seed to dry out. And this right here, this mango tree right here is probably about, I want to say 5 weeks. This came up, and this was germinated through the process I just showed you. This is about 5 weeks old. I'm going to transplant this because I can see right now the roots are coming out. It's like screaming, please transplant me, please transplant me. So I'm going to do that later this evening. I'm going to take it out. And this right here is about 3 months old. And it was started the same way, through the same process. Look how beautiful this tree is. So I typically like to germinate a lot of my seeds that way, not just mangoes, simply because sometimes when you dealing with soil, you don't know what's in it, and it could affect the seed. But the mango is by far more successful this way, rather than put it into soil.